When it comes to space games, I found there are two types. The ones that make you want to go to space, and the ones that make you glad you have your feet firmly planted on planet Earth. Space Engineers manages to be both.
Just so pretty, I wanted to see it. Wow! Doing so well. Dang it. Yes! Yeah.
Developed by Keen Software House, Space Engineers first came out in 2013 for the PC, but as of this year has officially been ported over to the Xbox One for Spallings to enjoy solo or with friends. There are a few different modes to choose from, the first on the list being First Jump. This acts as your most basic tutorial, taking you through movement, crafting, and even a bit of vehicular combat. All wrapped up in an overarching story that sees you, a lowly engineer, recruited by rebels to bring down an evil corporation and uncover an ancient artifact. It was everything I wanted from a space game. Action, adventure, intrigue. I was having so much fun. And then, just as the story was amping up and I was fully invested, it ended on a cliffhanger. It's an incredibly short experience, but it definitely succeeded in getting me hooked. And it's for that reason alone that I am not super mad at such a betrayal. Learning to Survive looks at certain tasks you'll have to complete out on your own and how to handle them, like making repairs to machinery, mining for resources, and the importance of not drifting off into space just because you felt like it.
Health critical.
Despite spending so much time in these tutorial modes and trying to soak up all that sweet know-how, Space Engineers was still very much a learn-as-you-go experience for me, and nowhere was that more apparent than in the survival mode. Here you're dropped onto a planet or out in space with nothing but a few tools, supplies, and your wits to survive. The end goal is to make it to a far-off space station and defend it, but in my playthrough at least, well, I really hope they had a backup hero.
Dang it. Yep, that's me. Yep, cool.
If you've played games like Subnautica or Astroneer, you'll know that grinding makes up a good chunk of the experience, and that's no different here. Harvesting resources and crafting items to expand your base as the workload increases all take time. But the natural gameplay loop means that there's always something to be done while you wait, even if you aren't 100% sure what that something is, which for me was pretty often. That confusion isn't helped by a rather cluttered control scheme. Obviously, with a PC game, you've got loads more buttons to assign functions to. But on a controller, the options are far more limited, and so there's a lot of overlap, which made navigating menus trickier, which in turn made for a very stop-start crafting experience. I also noticed some bugs here and there, like textures popping in and out, and at one point I was dropped 90 kilometers away from my first base after respawning and effectively had to start all over again. For those who aren't as keen on waiting around, there is a creative mode, which allows you to build just about anything you want. It was a really nice change of pace after spending so long grinding and rationing my resources in survival mode. To just be let loose on an unsuspecting galaxy, no one was safe. There's also a community workshop that lets you explore other player-built creations and worlds for yourself. Not to mention the thousands of online tutorials made by fans and the devs themselves. I've said it once and I'll say it again, there is no shame in looking up a how-to. At the end of the day, Space Engineers requires a great deal of your patience and time to get through. While it never holds your hand or tries to micromanage you, the sheer amount of choice and the game's dedication to the players you want approach meant that I often felt lost and overwhelmed. In fact, if I hadn't been reviewing this, I'm not sure I would have stuck with it. But I'm really glad that I did. Sure, it's challenging, but the sense of accomplishment I felt from figuring out something I'd been stuck on, or discovering a new location or resource was so satisfying, it made me want to keep playing. So I'm giving Space Engineers 4 out of 5 rubber chickens.